everyone, it's Rebecca from Mommy in Heels. Welcome to my second YouTube video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite e.l.f. products. I don't know if any of you are familiar with e.l.f. products at all, but I started using them like years ago. I think maybe I was in college or something, and the price point was like absolutely perfect because it was like $1 at the time for pretty much everything. But over a decade later, I'm still using the products and I love them, and I find that I'm adding more and more to them into my beauty routine. Anyway, I'm just gonna jump right in. I want this to be quick. So first, I talked about this last week in my Everyday Gal series video on highlighting and contouring, so hopefully you saw it. If you did not, shame on you. This is their bronzing brush. I literally use it for contouring. Like in my video last week, I showed you, it's perfect because it's angled and it was only a couple bucks. So this literally gets used every single day and it was such a good purchase. So I cannot recommend this enough. Next, again, I also used this last week. This is their stipple brush. I use this for when I use highlighting powder. It's nice because it's just like, I don't know, fluffy kind of. But anyway, I literally just like dab it in the powder and then stipple it. I guess stipple. Can stipple be used as a verb? Anyone? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, that's what I do. And it's perfect. It has worked well for me. I feel like it applies the highlighting powder like in a really nice subtle way, so it's not like, oh my gosh, she's really highlighted today. So small stipple brush, perfect. I love it. Next is actually one of e.l.f.'s eyeshadow brushes. Obviously it's good for eyeshadow application. I don't use it to apply my eyeshadow. I will show you in a couple minutes actually what I use it for, so stay tuned. And then the last brush, it is their eyeliner brush. Love this. Use it all the time. I actually don't really use eyeliner for my eyeliner. I use eyeshadow for my eyeliner. So this is really good for that. It's very flat. I like the thickness of it because it just applies it really, really well. I don't feel like I need to like keep reapplying and reapplying and layering my eyeshadow to get the whole eyeliner effect. So I use this and it applies my eyeshadows, eyeliner so well. I love it. Recommend it, obviously, or else it wouldn't be in the video, huh? The next thing, I just got this a few weeks ago. It was just like a random purchase. It is called, I kept the box so I could get it right. I don't know if that's lame, but whatever. It's called Gotta Glow Lip Tint, and it says, this unique lip tint reacts with the chemistry of your lips to deliver a personalized shade of pink, enhancing the natural color of your lips. So this intrigued me because it wasn't like a full-on lip color. I'm terrible at reapplying lipstick throughout the day. Like an idiot, I made it my New Year's resolution one year to reapply my lipstick throughout the day. Oh, such a loser. It lasted like 2 days. So I kind of liked this just because it enhances my natural lip color, and believe it or not, like it lasted pretty long throughout the day. I'm gonna give it a whirl right now. It's just like a very pale pink, and I felt like it almost applied kind of sheer. So I can't talk and do this at the same time. Here you go. Just like a nice, subtle, natural enhancement to my lip shade. I really like it. It applies really smoothly, doesn't feel like too sticky or anything like that. So this has been my go-to for the last few weeks. I really like it. Again, it's called Gotta Glow Lip Tint. Next, bronzer. So last week in my highlight and contour tutorial, I did make a note that you don't have to contour with like a full-on highlight and contour palette. Bronzer works really, really well for that. So I do actually use this sometimes to do my contouring. I really like this because it has multiple shades to it. When I do contour with it, I typically use either this color or this color, depending on like if I have applied self-tanner or if I have any sort of color or whatsoever. If I want to do it all over my face, I just take a big brush like this. And this is actually not e.l.f. It's Full Flawless Face from Bare Minerals. It's like the oldest brush ever. But anyway, I'll just like dust over the whole thing and then apply to my whole face. It just gives it like a nice little glow. I'm not really applying this as generously as I normally would, but I like how it all just like blends together. So I just literally swipe it all over and apply to my face. So again, this bronzer is great because it can be used combined all over your face, but then it also can be used for contouring, like I said. So, love it. Another great option. This eyeshadow palette, I've sung the praises of my e.l.f. eyeshadow before. Their baked eyeshadow in the color Bark. Amazing. I'm actually wearing it right now. It's perfect. I cannot live without it. I would open it, but it's broken into a million pieces. I'm salvaging it. That's how much I love it. Seriously, I can't get enough of it. But anyway, their Baked Shadow palette is awesome. I find that with these smaller ones, I apply it wet. I just feel like it applies better. I also don't swipe. I kind of dab it on with an eyeshadow brush. So I just like swirl it and then I dab it. And again, I kind of wet the eyeshadow brush just a little bit. Like I said, I just feel like they apply better, but this was $10, you guys. All of this eyeshadow for $10. Next, this is another new thing. I showed you guys this on Snapchat the other day, if any of you follow me on Snapchat. If not, you should. It is e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. I kind of bought this just because I was intrigued. So I'm like, well, what the heck is under eye setting powder? Seriously, like another thing to try. But again, they suckered me in because why not, right? And I saved the box for this too, so I could read everything about it. It says it camouflages fine lines, dark circles, and imperfections. This light diffusing powder camouflages fine lines, dark circles, and imperfections, like I just said, in case you didn't hear me 2 seconds ago. The silky powder adds a velvety finish for perfect for wearing alone or setting in cream concealer. Alone? No. Who can wear like no under eye concealer and just this? I would love to meet the person who doesn't need under eye concealer. Who cannot wear under eye anyway. The gist of this is to apply after you put your under eye concealer on, just to kind of set it a little bit more. I actually really like it. I thought it was gonna be like so dumb and a waste of time, but I really liked it a lot. The brush that it comes with is ridiculous and tiny. I don't use it. I actually, remember earlier I said I use the eyeshadow brush for something different. This is what I use it for. A little bit goes a really long way, but I just dab it in there, tap it, and then I just swipe, and it just, I don't know, it makes the concealer a little bit more smooth because I have a lot of like cracks and nooks and crannies under my eyes just from like aging and whatnot. And I feel like it just makes the concealer set a whole lot better and just look a lot more smooth. So I love it. I can't really say enough good things about it. Last thing, this is just brow gel, clear brow gel. It's for your lashes too, but I feel like I used it in the 90s when I was in like middle school or something. But anyway, I just do this after I fill in my brows, just to kind of like set them a little bit. Not that I get too crazy throughout the day that my brows end up like all wonky, but I just feel like it sets them and makes them look a little bit more polished. So that's it. I feel like I just like vomited a bunch of stuff to you guys in a short amount of time, but I will link everything below so you know everything that I talked about. But you guys, I really can't recommend e.l.f. products enough. The price point is amazing. They're so inexpensive. They're easily accessible. You can get them at Target, you can get them online. If you're anything like me, I'm kind of hesitant to purchase super expensive makeup sometimes for fear that I won't like it, and then I'll worry, you know, that I'll like waste $30 on like a tube of mascara or something like that I'm not gonna like. I don't worry as much when I purchase e.l.f. products because they're so inexpensive. Everything that I just showed you was probably no more than like, I don't know, 30, 40 bucks or something like that. Watch me total it and it'll be like a lot more expensive. Math was never my strong point. But anyway, so I'll link everything below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for all of the support already with the start of my YouTube channel. I'm super excited to continue this for you guys. If you have any suggestions or comments, feel free to comment below. If you have any ideas of things that you would like me to do a YouTube video on, let me know as well. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.